All righty. So welcome to the 2021 virtual Halloween costume ball hosted by the R.G. Bolden Annabelle Moore Library and the Jackson Hines Library System. My name is Patrick McCarty. I'm the branch manager here for the R.G. Bolden Annabelle Moore Library. And first of all, I want to thank you all for your attendance and your participation, signing up. So great to see you. This is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm just going to go around and ask everyone. We can start with you, Miss Vaughn. The costumes that you guys picked out. What's the significance behind the costumes? What are you guys? What have you decided to dress as, and why did you decide to pick those costumes?
Go, tell them, son. Grandpa.
So, who are you supposed to be? What costume is that? Are you dressed as a goblin? Is that what it is? Or
Yes, sir.
you're dressed as a goblin? I love the green mask. I most especially like. It's very nice. You mind putting it on?
Yes,
Could you put it on for us? That would be great. Awesome. Oh, now that's scary. That is scary. Look at that mask.
What do you?
All righty. Goodness. And what about you, young man? Are you, I guess are you supposed to be Jason? You're Jason. Are you a big Jason fan? So why did you decide to dress up as Jason?
Because I like it and I love it.
Do you like Jason? Well, that makes sense. All righty. I love it. I love everything. That's a great costume that you picked out. Wonderful costume. Very scary indeed. Very scary. So what are your what do you most like about Halloween? What do you like the candy? You know, do you like just trick-or-treating, being with friends, going to haunted houses? What do you like? You like candy? Candy.
I like chicken tree.
You like trick-or-treating?
Yes, sir.
Do you what most do you like about trick-or-treating? Getting candy. Now when you go trick-or-treating, like, do you have you usually have a bucket or a bag? Which do you use?
A
You have a bucket? What kind
Yes,
of bucket?
sir.
Is it a jack-o'-lantern bucket or does it look different?
Yes, sir.
It's jack-o'-lantern. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you're going to get plenty of candy, right? This year?
Sir.
And what kind of candy are you looking forward to getting?
Open your mouth.
Chocolate.
Like all different kind of candy.
Honey.
All different kinds? Is there anything specific? Like, do you prefer, gummy candy to chocolate?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Miss Mason, great to see you.
Open your mouth.
So, what about you, Miss Vaughn? Are you dressed for the occasion? Are you dressed up for Halloween?
Yes.
Who are you going to go as?
Oh, Grandma.
I like that mask.
Thank you.
That's a great mask. So, what is that from? Is that just a mask that you picked out, or is it? Are you supposed to be a certain character?
It's a mask I just picked out.
I think it kind of reminds me of that. What is it? The Conjuring, that horror film, The Conjuring. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. That's who it kind of reminds me of. The girl in that film. I believe that's the correct one. It's been a while. So, Miss Vaughn, what do you most like about Halloween?
To take the kid trick or treat.
Taking the kids trick or treating. That totally makes sense. That's understandable. Do you like candy yourself?
Yes.
What kind of candy do you like?
Sneakers.
Snickers. I like Snickers, Almond Joy, Milky Way, all kinds of chocolate bars. Yeah,
Open your mouth.
some really good stuff. Really good stuff. Do you want to share any Halloween experiences or memories with us? Like maybe your favorite Halloween, something you dressed up as, or someone you dressed up as in the past?
Yeah. No.
No. What, if you don't mind me asking, did you guys dress up a couple of years ago? I would imagine not last year because of COVID. Maybe I'm mistaken, but did you dress up a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
So what did you guys dress up as back in 2019?
Yeah. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. That's a great one. That's a great costume. So Spider-Man, what else?
Superman.
Superman. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Spider-Man and Superman.
And Batman.
And Batman too. That's great. That's some trifecta, huh? Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man. Can't go wrong with those three.
Power Ranger.
The Power Ranger?
Yes, sir.
Which Power Ranger?
I like the blue one.
I like the blue one too. I thank you for mentioning that. The blue is my favorite. The
I
blue
do
is my
Power
favorite.
Ranger- I do Power Ranger Ninja Star.
Okay, that's one of the newer Power Ranger series, right?
Yes, sir.
I grew up with the original, so I like Billy Cranston, the Blue Ranger. The original Blue Ranger is my favorite. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what else? Have you dressed up as anything else over the last few years? Any other costumes or
Jason.
Jason? I love that Jason costume. That's a great costume. It's a great costume indeed.
Open your mouth.
I've dressed as, some of my favorite costumes when I was a kid. At 1995, I dressed up as Two-Face for the Tommy Lee Jones, his portrayal of the Batman villain Two-Face in the Batman Forever film. I dressed as him as Two-Face. And then in 1996, I dressed as a Boston Terrier, which is the kind of dog that I have. So we had a Boston back then 25 years ago. And so I decided to dress as a Boston Terrier, which was a lot of fun. So a lot of nice memories, a lot of fond memories of just trick-or-treating and dressing up and going places and having a lot of fun with friends and family too. So is there anything else that you would like to share, Miss Vaughn, or about your costumes
sir.
or nothing else? Okay, well, thank you for mentioning that and discussing it and sharing some of these past, experiences and memories that you guys have. We sure do appreciate it. Okay, we're going to go on to, it's D'Anthony, right?
Yeah, D'Anthony.
D'Anthony. All righty, D'Anthony. So tell me the significance behind your costume.
To be real honest, I was planning on making like a face paper mask like you got on, with that mask you got on, but I didn't have time to make it. But I just bought a lion mask because it's Halloween. I don't want to be left behind the spirit.
Absolutely. I love the mask. I love it. I think it's nice. It looks great. I mean, you look just like a lion. So I guess that's the purpose of it, right? But you did a great job, and we sure do appreciate it. Now, do you have like any special Halloween stories or remembrances or anything like that you would care or like to share with us?
To be honest, Halloween, basic stuff like candy is the main goal. Okay, hear me out. I went to this big tree, and guess what? There's this lady who did like a witch, and she gave me this bucket of ton of candy. If I get to find the candy, it's like a maze, like a Halloween maze. It was full of jump scares, but it was fun. And I wanted to try some candy.
Wow. Goodness. That's a great memory for sure. How long ago was this?
Open your mouth.
Since like elementary.
Elementary.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, that's a wonderful memory. And do you like, as far as candy is concerned, obviously candy is synonymous with the Halloween experience, the Halloween holiday. What kind of candy do you most especially enjoy?
Let's get real on it. Everything that's chocolate, Kit Kat, Crunch, Snickers.
What
Anything
about,
like chocolate.
do you like candy corn?
It's the worst candy on Halloween. No.
I think I'm in the minority. I actually enjoy candy corn, believe it or not. I do like candy corn. I have to say, so much so to the point where I forgive me for making a statement. I have to say that candy corn is my favorite Halloween treat.
It's cool. Everyone got the taste. I don't blame you.
That's right.
But,
Well, I guess everyone's entitled to be wrong once in a while, right?
Hey.
So I love candy corn. I can't help it. Always have ever since I was a kid. And I like butterscotch too, like the butterscotch candies. I really enjoy those. Gummy worms, gummy bears, so
You
much
just
good
got-
stuff.
Apple candy is good. Apple candy is the rare thing you find at Halloween, but it's good. Like it's like
Yeah.
one of those healthy food, but mixed with candy, it's good.
What about candy apples? Does anyone like candy apples?
Yes, I do.
I do too. I like candy apples as well. Candy apples are delicious.
Which one? You like the original or the one, like Oreos and stuff?
The original and caramel too. Caramel, there's like caramel with like the nuts on top. That's really good.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are really, that's really delicious.
I like the one with those chocolate syrup kind of, like the reference chocolate.
Oh yeah, those two. I don't know if I've ever had those kind or that kind, but I know what you're referring to. The Oreo, I probably would enjoy it if I had it. But I just haven't, I don't know, just like Oreos and apples just doesn't seem like a good combination, but I'm sure it tastes good. Just have to try it. Good.
My
So,
friend's
okay.
here.
So your friend is next to you. I see. Hey, welcome. So who are you dressed as?
Oh, he dressed as. He said he dressed like a character from his favorite show called Bleach. It's an anime stuff.
Oh, Bleach. Okay, I'm familiar with Bleach. As a matter of fact, well, I'm not gonna say anything in terms of who I'm dressed as because I'm gonna ask you guys to see if you can guess. But you mentioned anime, and yeah, Bleach is a very popular one for sure. I've seen a few episodes over the years.
He said that's cool. Do you watch any other anime?
Oh, what is that?
He said, do you watch any other anime?
Do I? Yes. Well, the older stuff, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Digimon, Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Chrono Crusade, so many others, Gundam Wing, Ronin Warriors, that kind of stuff.
Man, you watch a lot of anime. I thought you didn't like that much, but that's cool.
Well, I
You
like
said
the
that's
older
cool.
stuff, the stuff I grew up with, and I like some of the newer titles, the newer anime programs too. I just need to kind of just sit down and watch more of it. You know what I mean?
I got you.
When
It's
I was
hard to
growing
find
up, it was
something good.
when I was growing up, it was like, late 90s, early 2000s, Toonami, Cartoon Network, Kids WB, Fox Kids, and Dragon Ball Z, Digimon, and Pokemon were kind of like the big three, right? I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
and
Even
Sailor
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Moon too. Sailor Moon was up there too. And then later on, when I was in high school, shows like Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop,
You heard
Trigun.
of Yu-Gi-Oh? You watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
A little bit. Yu-Gi-Oh was big when I was in high school. I watched a few episodes of it. I enjoyed what I watched. It was just something that for whatever reason, I just couldn't commit to it. I would watch an episode here or there. And generally I enjoyed what I saw, but it was just not something that I watched consistently.
I got you.
But it was good. I liked it. And there were so many other. Case Closed was a fun one.
Detective Conan, right?
That's right. That's the one. If I'm not mistaken, it's still going on.
I'm surprised it still is. But hey, it's Halloween. Have you guys watched Goosebumps, R.L. Stein?
Goosebumps. Oh, yes, indeed. I grew up with the original. Well, of course, the novels, obviously, the children's novels, and then later on in the mid to late 90s, they came out with the Goosebumps kids live action series. That was a lot of fun. In like 96, 97, around that time period. And then, of course, the recent Goosebumps movies with Jack Black were a lot of fun, too. Really enjoyable.
My favorite one was the Dummy in the Mask.
Dummy in the Mask?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Are you familiar with a show called Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, yeah. That was like a Nickelodeon, right?
That was on Nickelodeon. That's my all-time favorite. I love that series. Love it. I have it on DVD, as a matter of fact, and I watch it every now and then, and it's really, really good. And it's still, kind of holds up well in terms of with the passage of time and everything. It's still as enjoyable to watch now as it was 25 years ago.
It's true. Some things from the 90s can be good. 97 is good. It's still gold. Things change,
Mm-hmm. On that note, do you have a favorite horror film or horror franchise?
Jeepers Creepers, definitely Jeepers Creepers. I like slashers and horror movie and unnervingness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that stuff. I like to feel fear rather than being jump scared, you know?
Exactly. I know what you mean. I would have to say my favorites are, believe it or not, my all-time favorite is not one that's now it's a part of a franchise that's really well known and iconic. But this particular movie is not as popular as the original. And the film is The Exorcist 3. Not to be
Exorcist III?
confused with the original Exorcist film that came out, I think in 73, which was very, very iconic film. It's filmed at Georgetown, as a matter of fact, Georgetown University. But The Exorcist 3 came out in 1990 with George C. Scott. It was a good, nice cast. A lot of Samuel L. Jackson had a cameo appearance. The late Georgetown head basketball coach John Thompson had a cameo appearance, as did a very young Patrick Ewing, the great New York Knicks center. So I love that movie. I have it on DVD. I try to watch it every Halloween. And my second all-time favorite, I have to say, is probably, even though it might be kind of more, I guess it would be considered a horror film. If you, I don't know if you've ever seen the film Sleepy Hollow, based on the Washington Irving
Oh,
novel.
yeah, it's on Hulu Plus. My dad liked to watch that stuff.
It is a great film. A great with Johnny Depp and Michael Gambon from Harry Potter, and Ian McDiarmid, Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars, and a young Christina Ricci, and so many others. Christopher Walken actually is a headless horseman. So that's one of my favorite films too, horror films. But there are so many others, of course. I mean, I like, obviously, the Halloween franchise is great. Jason, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, a lot of fun stuff. The Shining, the film 1994 film Wolf with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer, I like a lot too. So a lot of good stuff.
Find new scary movies. It don't feel scary. It just
Yeah.
feels, watered down.
There's some elements. It seems like there's some elements of like suspense and thriller, but it's not as. You're right. I guess just because of age, the older you get. I mean, when you're a kid, when you're 17 years old, whatever it is, and you're watching a horror film, it really resonates with you. Something that's scary, that's frightening.
But yeah, here's the thing. Alien. It's not. You don't really consider it as a horror movie, but you feel horror.
Right. It has that element to it. That's true. And there are other, I mean, even like some like psychological, like thrillers, right? Like a lot of Alfred Hitchcock films, for example, aren't necessarily
Shining like that. You gotta like feel the fear. You gotta feel the second and stuff.
Right. The Shining, with the Stephen King. That's obviously a very iconic film, a great novel too.
What about It? You guys heard about It? Everyone watched It?
I did it many years ago. Of course, they came out with the recent It movie, I think a couple of years ago, right? In 2019. We actually have a copy here at the Baltimore Library. I've yet to watch it, but it's a very good. Now, I'll have to say this. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. And it's not really, I guess when the first film came out, it was kind of supposed to be like a horror film. And then when the sequels were made, it really turned into something of a joke, more like a comedy, if anything. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Leprechaun series.
Oh, yeah. I gotta be honest, man. I saw the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
The first one was kind of when it went to different sequels, like the one in the hood and stuff.
Yeah, Lep in the Hood, Leprechaun in the Hood, parts 1 and 2. Yeah. And then there was Leprechaun in Space. I mean, it got really outlandish and crazy, but.
Yeah, the Leprechaun was kind of like Chucky level. Like Chucky, the Bible Chucky was kind of funny, but it didn't feel scary.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's like, it's spooky. It's funny. So
right. Well, it turned into really
something
something of a parody, kind of a caricature, and then the same applies to Chucky as well. And films like the Scream franchise, for example, was kind of a because of the success of Scream and films like it, and some of the
like
thriller
scary movie, like yeah.
That's what I say. Scary movie kind of capitalized on the success of films or the franchises like Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, And I think there was a recent scary movie that was released like last year, maybe, or a couple of years ago, I think. But they're still being made, amazingly, all these years later. All right. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you guys would like to share? I mean, I'm going to come back to you, but I just want to make sure everyone has an opportunity to.
You're right. That's our fault. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No, I enjoyed the conversation. It was great interacting with you. We'll come back to you. So, all righty. Let's go to Miss Mason and Company. Okay, Miss Mason. All right. Looks like.
Talk now.
Okay, hello.
Hey, Miss Mason, how's everything going?
Oh, everything's going just great, Patrick,
Great.
and other patrons. Everything's going great.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, we're happy to have you as always. It
Well,
looks
I
like
am
you're not
so-
alone.
And I am so happy to be here.
Wonderful. Looks like you're dressed as an angel, huh?
Oh, you know what? You got it. You got
Yeah.
it.
I saw the wings. That was a
You
giveaway.
got it. And you may notice I'm set up in two different areas. One area where you can actually see the wings.
I see that. Yes. I'm looking at them right now.
Okay, that's what you're looking at right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Ask me that again, Patrick.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm looking at the wings. Yeah, I can see you and I can see the wings right behind you in the backdrop. And yeah, they
Okay.
look lovely.
Okay, what did you? I am so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Can you hear me now? Am I coming through okay?
I can't hear you now very well.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. But you look great, Miss Mason. Thank you for dressing up.
Well, thank you so much, Patrick, for saying that. It's it's a pleasure for me to have on this to dress as an angel, because I want to tell you about the significance of my costume.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, this costume rates back 30 years old.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, let's see now. We're going out. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can. Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just didn't hear you back. Okay, well, everything is original about this costume from 30 years old, except the wings.
Wow. My goodness.
I'm going to tell you what makes this costume so significant to me.
Yes, ma'am.
As you may know, I'm a former elementary teacher. I'm a former elementary teacher. So doing Halloween, naturally with children, an elementary teacher, facts about it, third grade. So with that, naturally we like to celebrate Halloween, right? To help keep
Sure.
children, and just as you're doing now, keeping everyone informed. So for the afternoon of Halloween, if we would celebrate like on a Friday, we would spend the afternoon, but we were given the opportunity as teachers to dress, to help our children have fun and to make learning fun. So during our Halloween time, we still made it a fun time. So I decided to wear an angel outfit, as I'm wearing. It shows the angel.
Yeah.
And like I say, the wings, that's the only thing that's not original from 30 years ago. So as I walked into the building, my principal looked with amaze. Oh, such amazement on the face, and said, "Oh, Miss Mason, an angel wearing an angel outfit." Said, "Oh, Miss Mason, you realize that all day and all night, the angel watch over you. And you even wore this angel outfit today so people can see and know that even on Halloween, the angels still watching over you." So this made this outfit so special to me. So from time to time, I will pull out this costume just when I'm with children, just as you're doing now, to inform them that just because it's Halloween now, let's remember angels are still watching over us all night, all day. So what we would do, we would have fun activities with the word Halloween. We would often see how many different pictures we could draw, as Ariel does a whole lot. She so creative. We would take the H and see how many different figures we could make from the H. See what all we can make from the A. Then we would do the L. We would just take each letter and see all the different figures that we can make from it. Then we would take the, go back to the word Halloween, see how many words we can make from just using the letters in Halloween. So we made Halloween a very, just as you're doing, fun time, a reading time, word building time. We just made that be a great, fun time. Like I said, and I can't say it enough, just as you're doing today, Patrick. But with our costumes on, oh, we were so merry and so great as we made learning fun because it was all different.
Mhm.
We had on our costumes. We had different foods to eat. We had our, maybe the corn candy. And I'm just talking and I'm going to stop in just a minute, Patrick.
Oh,
We had
go
the
right ahead.
corn candy, and we would use the corn candy to do math. We would do math with it.
Oh, that's
We
great.
would do multiplication tables. 3 times 1 is 3. You know, and we would
Yeah.
quickly do that.
Yes,
3 times 2. We would just sing and using our pretty corn candies, you know, to make our numbers. We would set up then 3 times 3 is 9. Halloween then. 3 times 4 is 12. Halloween. And after we give each product, we would talk Halloween time.
Love it.
So I just can't thank you enough, Patrick, for this opportunity. And I'm just so glad, as you can tell, so glad to be here that I can't hardly stop talking, but I'm going to pause now and just say again, thank you. But my principal made this costume be so special to me by saying, oh, an angel decided to dress as an angel.
Miss Mason, thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Patrick.
much. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. You are an
I
angel.
can't hear Patrick. Can y'all hear?
Miss Mason, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. We all sure do appreciate it. And you are an angel. It's a lovely costume, and it's always great to see you. Always an honor to see you. And it's a wonderful costume. And thank you for sharing that, experience with us.
And I have with me Ariel Grace.
I see. Yeah, yeah. There she is.
You see,
How
I
are you,
have
Ariel?
Matt.
Hey,
I have Maxwell. Do you all see Maxwell?
I do. I see both of them. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ariel Grace is going to tell you what costume she's wearing today.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Hi, Mr. Patrick.
Hey, Mr. Patrick.
Hey.
Hi, Mr. Patrick.
Hey, Mr. Patrick.
Hey, Ariel, how are you?
Good.
Hello, everybody.
Great.
Hello, everybody. Go.
They know where their dog is.
Oh, it's great. It's great to see you. So who are you dressed as?
So, Mr. Patrick, she's going to tell you what she's dressed at for Halloween.
Wonderful.
What are you
Wonderful.
dressed at?
Minnie Mouse.
So she loves Minnie Mouse.
Yeah. Yes,
And
ma'am.
here's her Minnie Mouse purse.
I see it. That's a lovely purse. Look at that. I love the color. I love the pink.
She insisted that she keep up her virtual background from her birthday party, that she had a virtual birthday party celebrating unicorns.
Yeah.
So that's why she just insisted that even though it's Halloween, she specially requested that I put up her unicorn background. So that's why you see her and her brother popping up there.
I love it. I love the backdrop. It looks great. And
So
the
her
happy
brother-
belated birthday, Ariel.
And her brother's birthday was yesterday, Maxwell.
Oh, happy belated birthday to you as well, Maxwell.
Okay.
So,
And she wanted to, what do you like to do? So you like to draw? She likes to draw, and she wanted to show you some of her pictures.
that would be wonderful. Please show us. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That's a lovely drawing.
Here's another.
Beautiful.
I'm so sorry, the virtual background is competing, but maybe you can catch glimpses of it.
Yes, ma'am, I can. I can see it to some extent. And I love what I see. I know I can tell she's really talented.
And the last thing she said she wanted to do, did you want to count in Spanish in 10 to 10?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, diez,
Cinco, seis.
cinco, seis, siete,
Okay.
No,
She
good
counted to
job.
10 in Spanish.
11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh, she went up to 15.
Yeah,
15.
wonderful.
All right, try it one more time. Her brother was kind of distracting her, but he walked away. Say, come on, start over, start over. Uno, start over. Uno. Start over. One, two, uno, dos. Okay, well, I guess she changed her mind.
Still very impressive though. That's great.
Ari, what is today in Spanish? Ari, this is, okay. Well, I'm gonna mute us now. I'm so sorry for all the noise, but we have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, so we're just
No.
having lots of fun over here.
Oh, I can tell. No need to apologize.
Thank you.
That's what we're here for, is to have
Thank
fun.
you, Patrick, for doing so much for the community and for always including my mother, Mrs. Mason, in our family.
Absolutely.
Everybody stay safe.
Well, We'll do. Absolutely. Anything we can do. I mean, we're here to service, the community and provide the different resources that we have here at the library. And it's great to host a program like this. It's a lot of fun, and I'm just honored and delighted to do it. And thank you guys so much for being here. I have a question for you guys. I didn't mention or haven't mentioned who or what I'm dressed as. Would anyone like to take a guess?
Are you the Phantom of the Opera?
You know what? I kind of suspected someone would guess that. That's a great guess, but I'm not. I'm not.
Actually, you see the guy from Sailor Moon.
Oh, what was that?
Hey, are you the guy from Sailor Moon?
I am. I'm Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. That's right. That's who I'm supposed to be. That's right. But the Phantom of the Opera, I can see why someone would think so. Tuxedo Mask. That's right. I have the cane and everything. So I didn't bring the rose. But I have everything else. So well, good guess. I kind of do look like a magician too.
Yeah, that's what I
kinda-
thought.
Yeah, I do kind of look like a magician. So I guess I could be either a magician, Tuxedo Mask, or the Phantom of the Opera, right? Could be all three.
You're not the Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
You have a half mask.
Absolutely.
A mask half.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, the Phantom of the Opera has a half mask.
That's true. Good point. That's good point. Yeah.
I do like him. That he's pretty cool.
Otherwise, it's pretty. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty close indeed. So would anyone else like to share any memories or Halloween experiences, or what you most enjoy about Halloween, or anything? Now, is anyone gonna go trick or treating?
I think anyone gonna go trick or treating?
Um,
I have no mute.
hey, Mr. Patrick.
Yes, sir.
So mainly what I do for Halloween is I'll live stream on my favorite streaming apps, and I just do a Halloween DJ mix.
That's neat. Wow. So like so this DJ mix that you do, like what is it? What exactly does it consist of? I mean, what do you how do you go about doing it?
So I go about it. Oh, excuse me, you want to go? So I actually go about like adding a lot of people to the chat room, and what we do is we'll first talk about favorite subjects in Halloween or just anything about Halloween, and then after that we'll have 3 or 2 DJs battle. After the 2 DJs battle, we'll just go through and just have a Halloween party and just have fun. I mean, quarantine time is now, so I'm gonna have to change it up. So people, they stay at home, they can just party in their rooms or whatever they want to do while they listen to music.
Right.
And now I have an event at, I think, 12 I have to do, and it's mostly gonna consist of me DJing. Well,
I want you.
Yes.
so it's really gonna be me DJing for this day, for today, and hopefully I get live stream later on tonight and just continue, my mixing. But I am a great producer at music, so I'm always looking for events to DJ at. Just hand me a playlist of the songs you want me to play, and I'll just be the DJ for the night, or just work on probably samples for maybe certain topic podcast or just about anything you would like to get into.
That's great.
that's
Well, I appreciate you sharing that information with us. That's great to know, especially with this digital age that we find ourselves living. With podcasts being very popular, and and again, you mentioned quarantine. The fact that quarantine is very much a reality. I mean, at
is.
least this gives you and gives us all an opportunity to connect to friends and family to celebrate. Holidays like Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever the occasion might be, birthdays.
Mhm.
We at least have the luxury of having these smartphones with
Oh, yeah.
cameras, where we can communicate and see loved ones and others, friends and family. Sometimes we take it for granted, but it wasn't that long ago that these sort of devices, this sort of technology didn't even exist. So I appreciate you sharing that. It's
Thank
great.
you, thank you. Oh, Mr. Patrick, my name is Emmanuel. If I got to tell you, I was trying to get into this. I was trying to join the call earlier, but I was having complications with my computer.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you. I'm glad you're able to attend. It's
Yes,
great
sir.
to have you. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Now you mentioned like music, right? Does anyone? I mean, I guess like Halloween doesn't have, like the Christmas, for example. There are certain songs, certain artists that are sort of synonymous with the Christmas season, right?
Iconic
White
music.
Christmas by Bing Crosby and so forth. There are a few Halloween songs that kind of fit that bill, but not as many. Would anyone like to maybe share maybe their favorite like Halloween song or a song that reminds them about Halloween? Does anyone have anything in mind?
Yeah, Jack Skellington from Halloween Town.
I'm vaguely familiar with the name, but
Okay, it's the song called "This Is Halloween." But it's like a different version. It sounds really good. It got some good vibes to it. I recommend listening to that. It's pretty iconic too.
it's called This Is Halloween.
Yep.
I'll have to check it out. I may have heard it. I just the title doesn't really resonate with me right now. I'll have to check it out. I appreciate the recommendation. Like
Yes.
Monster Mash is a very popular one,
Mhm.
and one that's often associated with Halloween.
I have one, Mr. Patrick.
Oh yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
So when I think about Halloween, I think of, and this is Latoya, Miss Mason's daughter, Ariel, and Maxwell's mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. Y'all remember the Addams Family?
Of course. Wow.
The creepy and the
It's so spooky. The Addams Family. The Addams Family.
That's really nice.
That's all
That's
I can
great.
remember right now. I was just trying to play on the piano a little bit.
Oh, you did a great job, Latoya. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
So that reminds me of Halloween. You guys agree? Because it's kind of spooky, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think of programs like the Addams Family and the Munsters. The Munsters is another one that's kind of in a similar vein, to the Addams Family that I kind of associated with Halloween. And Beetlejuice too. The movie and then
I
later
forgot
the
Beetlejuice
animated
exists
series.
Still, he's not that heard of them. No.
What's that about Beetlejuice? Oh, DeAnthony, what did you say about Beetlejuice?
Sorry about that. Beetlejuice isn't that much iconic as ever. I haven't heard about him that long.
Well, I mean, that's a good point because that I don't think there was just, I think there's only been one Beetlejuice film ever released, right? In 1988 with Alec Baldwin, who's very much in the news now, and Michael Keaton. I don't think a sequel was ever made. Now that you did had there was an animated series
Yeah.
that came on Nickelodeon,
Right. Yeah. It was a
but
cartoon.
it was a
Yeah,
cartoon, right? Like 25, 30 years ago, I think, something like that.
Speaking of, have you guys heard of Scissorhands?
You said Silverhands?
No, Scissors.
Oh, Scissorhands. Oh, Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, Scissorhands. Yeah, of course. Of course. That's a great one. Another Tim Burton film, just like Sleepy Hollow.
Oh yeah.
Because he directed that. He directed, Sleepy Hollow. What is it?
Oh.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. That's when I'm talking about. This is Halloween, and I'm for. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, have y'all guys watched Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Uh, I used to watch it a few episodes. That was one that I really didn't get into all that much, but yeah, I remember when it was very popular. Sure.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. It's really trippy. It's horror. I like it.
Mhm.
It scares me as a kid when I saw. I'm not sure what is that thing called. It's one of those episodes when it's called Return to Slab or something. That's what I remember giving me nightmares and stuff.
Oh, really? And that was
Yeah,
from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
yeah, because it has some. It's funny, but you can tell it makes you feel unnerved at times when it wants to be. It's kind of really creepy sometimes. I like it about that.
Well,
But Patrick, can I ask you something? Are you a teacher?
I am not. No, I'm work for the library here. I'm a library manager for the RG Bolton Annabelle Moore Library.
Ah, okay, I understand. So, what do you have any events? Anything?
Oh, with the library. Oh, here at the library, we have plenty of things going on. A couple of days ago, we had a very enjoyable Halloween Frights and Delights program where we distributed 148 bags of candy to members of the community. Those who actually walked in that set foot in the library, as well as a number of the children and teachers over at the daycare and the staff over behind our library. We have a Head Start Center. And so we were able to distribute some candy to the Head Start Center as well. That's just one example. We have a weekly story time program that's every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. We have another program that's it's called our Organ Wise Guys. It's nutritional awareness program for children, where we talk about the importance of eating healthy, exercise, the different organs that make up one's body and why they're important, the function that they serve, all of that. And so we have that occurring on the first Tuesday of each month.
That's
And
nice.
and we're going to start screening movies again. We used to show movies or films inside the library on Saturdays. We're going to resume doing that next Saturday, but it's going to be shown outside. It depends on the weather. If it's inclement weather, obviously we can't go forward in screening the film. But if everything works out well and the weather's fine, then yeah, we're going to. Our intention is to screen some movies for throughout the month of November.
Hmm.
And those are
So
just a few
actually-
examples. We have crafts. I mean, a lot of other things that we have going on.
I just noticed something. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you like a fairy godmother, an angel, or are you a fairy? Can you hear me? I know you mute, by the way.
She's an angel.
Oh, I
He's
was.
an angel
Hmm,
in more ways than one.
that's nice.
See,
Well, that's all I can say.
see, I loved. I mean, Miss Mason, I can't thank you enough for your testimony and your description of your costume, the significance behind it, all of that, everything that you conveyed to us. I mean, that was really moving. I think it was a very moving and lasting tribute to just who you are as an individual, and also the significance of being there, for children and making sure that they the fact that you can, learning is important regardless of how old you happen to be, but having fun along the way also matters, and you can actually incorporate both. They're not mutually exclusive. And so what you said about your costume and the background and significance behind it, I really can't thank you enough. That was really something special. And it's always great to see you. Always great to see you. And I hope you can stop by the library when you have an opportunity, and that goes for all of you guys. Like, we have a lot of, as I mentioned, we have a lot of nice programs going on. Nothing in person right now, except the movie matinee program where we're going to screen a movie outside throughout the month of November. Everything else is virtual due to the COVID situation still being, very much a reality. But please come by the library when you have a chance. We'd love to see you. We have computers available. We have our fax machine, copy machine, various services, a very nice collection that's ever growing, that's ever expanding. And that's just, that's just our branch. I mean, we obviously have other branches that make up the Jackson Hines library system, but so I just wanted to kind of mention that to you. Please come by when you have an opportunity. All righty. Miss Vaughn, are you still with us, Miss Vaughn? All right.
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, you're still here? Well, I just, is there anything else that you would like to share with us? Do you have like a favorite Halloween movie or television series or anything, or
No.
music or anything? No. What about the kids? Do they have any? Do they have a favorite horror movie or favorite?
I do.
Series? You do?
No horror movie.
What's your favorite?
Jason.
Jason, of course. Yeah, of course. That makes perfect sense. I love your costume, by the way. It's a great. I see. Is that a Spider-Man costume that you have?
It's
I
a
love it.
pillow.
Oh, it's a pillow. Okay, I can see now. Yeah, that is a pillow. I was
I
thinking
know.
that he might have had his like his Spider-Man costume all bundled up or something. But I love that pillow. That's nice.
Pretty.
Nice. Yeah.
Very cool.
All righty. What is that?
Very cool.
Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, right? Freddy Krueger. What about, so Jason, we have a Freddy fan. Does anyone like Halloween and Michael Myers?
Yes, I
You do?
do.
Have you seen the new Halloween film?
No. No, sir. Not yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I have friends of mine who have, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Chucky.
Chucky, yeah, of course, Chucky. I'm trying to think of some others.
The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, yeah, zombies, right? So zombies very much, that's kind of the Halloween theme for sure.
Swallow.
What about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Oh,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. That's a good one too.
I can't wait till we get to ill.
So, all righty. Well, I tell you what, we're about to, would anyone else like to say anything or chime in or share any other moments or experiences or anything before we conclude?
No.
No? Okay, I see that from Ariel and Maxwell. Happy Halloween. Stay safe. Same to you.
That's cute.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, I like to draw and stuff. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, what is that?
I like to draw and stuff.
You like to draw? Okay. Do you have a drawing with you that you can show off?
Mm.
Yeah, actually, it's in my bag. Yeah, my friend is gonna get it. During my childhood, I won a first place prize during October for $700 and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, when I
Wow.
was in elementary.
That's great.
Yeah, here's the funny thing. I spent the money on a Xbox when I was little.
Put it back.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Video games are fun.
Yeah, I didn't really have that much stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, to this day, I'm still trying to be better at things, you know?
absolutely. Growth and self-improvement are really key in life,
Yeah, don't forget about mistakes. You need mistakes.
Exactly. Because if you don't experience mistakes, how are you possibly going to grow
True.
and learn from the mistakes that you make? None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. The key is to grow, to learn from the mistakes and to grow from them, and try to do everything you can to try not to repeat them, So,
Go see what Sharon doing.
but I appreciate you sharing that with me. That's great. If you get that, work of art, the drawing that you have, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Tie that bag up.
Okay, let's take a look.
Thank you, man.
Is this Halloween themed or just something else that you drew?
Someone's both. I like to be a fantasy wife. Yeah.
Oh, fantasy. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Open your mouth. Open.
Not cute.
Where?
No.
Where they at? In the kitchen. Go get them.
I'm not sure can you see it.
No.
Go get them.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit. Yeah, definitely. Wow.
The mask is getting in the way sometimes.
Now
Yeah.
what is that supposed to be?
It's like an alien squid thing.
Yeah, I was about to say it does resemble a squid.
Have you guys watched
How many jobs I
no, it's
say?
not really Halloween related, but you watch Planet of the Apes?
I have in the past, yes, sir.
Which one?
It was the original.
Go outside, Sean.
All right.
Thank you.
Wow.
Don't come
That
back.
is nice. Look at that. You definitely have a gift, that's for sure. A real, I think, keen attention for detail, everything. Wow. Wow, that is nice. Very impressive. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Thanks so much.
Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So is this meeting almost over? I think
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and conclude. It's about an hour. We've been here for about an hour now. So would anyone like to say anything, any a parting farewell or any wishing, would you like to wish anyone a happy Halloween before we leave, or
Happy Halloween. Come
Well,
on.
have a fantastic day.
you too? Happy Halloween, everyone. Miss Mason,
Same to you.
you have a very happy Halloween, you and your family.
Have a blessed Halloween also and a safe one.
You as well. You as well.
And have fun and be safe.
Go outside,
Absolutely.
Sean. I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
Definitely. Well,
Stop.
Have fun. It goes-
absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you all for attending and have a happy and safe Halloween.
Thank
You
you
too.
so
You
much.
too.
I enjoyed seeing those pictures too, that art.
Absolutely. Did a great
Okay.
job. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.